Hi guys, this is Vijay Pandey, your host for today's session. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss Cisco 5K migration from the 5500 series to Cisco Nexus 9K migration. And we are going to walk through step by step how we can move from how we can replace Cisco 5K devices with the Cisco 9K. This is our design we have. We have a NetApp connected with the ISCSI as well as the fiber channel running. We are running the LAN, WAN as well as the SAN. Okay. And this is the fabric interconnect devices which are connecting to our these UCS chassis. So we have LAN as well as FCoE connectivity between the N5K to the fabric interconnect, as well as we are running the FCoE configuration on the Nexus 5K devices, as well as we are running zoning and all the things we are running. And if you take a look what exactly is a proposal in terms of the low level design, this is how we have fabric interconnect. Fabric interconnect devices are running 6400 series switches, and this is how it should look like in a file migration after migration. Okay, so we have multiple devices. So between the Nexus 9K devices, we are going to have the 5K, just like BPC, just like same configuration which we have existing in Nexus 5K devices. We are going to have firewall connectivity. We are going to have NetApp connectivity, which is running ISCSI as well as some of the uh, uh, storage things. And we have the three UCS chassis which are connecting from towards the Nexus 9K via the fabric interconnect. So this is what we have. If we talk about the physical connectivity, so we are going to have the two rack here, rack number 1 and rack number 2. In the rack number and 2, rack number 1, we are going to have Nexus 5K devices like this. Okay, these are some Nexus 5K devices. So our goal is to replace Nexus 5K with this Nexus 5K. This is 5500. You can see that Nexus and 5K. So we are going to replace with the Nexus 9K devices. So this is our replacement item, Nexus 9K and 9K. And this is the N93180, which has LAN, WAN, SAN support. So in the Nexus 9K devices, not all the devices will have the FCoE configuration, FCI support for the network. So that's why make sure that when you have the SAN your environment running, or SAN configuration is running in your infrastructure, you must choose the right appropriate switch model in terms of the supporting the SAN configuration. Rack 1, rack 2. So what all the configuration we are running on the switch 1. Okay, so if you compare with the Nexus, the major difference between Nexus 5K to 9K. So one thing I observed here is, so if you're moving LAN from the N5K to N9K devices, you will not have any kind of issues except some of the syntax, because N9K configuration syntax is totally, not totally, but slightly different than the N5K devices. WAN configuration like routing and all will be the same, less like Nexus 5K devices on the Nexus 9K. But for the SAN configuration, okay, storage area network configuration, especially the FCoE and FC, QS policy will be totally different than the N5K devices. So whatever Nexus 5K, 7K, FCoE, QS is there, that totally QS policy will be totally different than the Nexus uh, 5K devices which we are going to have in existing infrastructure. So what we have here is, so I can show that some of the configuration. So this is the Nexus 5K devices I have. Okay, so we have two Nexus 5K, which is like connecting to this bunch of devices. So these are the some of the interfaces which are going to we have the ISCSI connectivity, we have the BPC, we have the fabric interconnect, we have the some of the firewall and non-firewall devices connecting to it. And we are, if you see that these are the QoS for the Nexus 5K devices, but same QoS policy won't be working for the FCoE in the Nexus 5K device, 9K devices. So make sure that while you are doing the configuration, you have to do the FCoE QoS policy configuration separately on the Nexus 9K device based on the uh, documentation which Cisco provides. We have bunch of HSRP running between the Nexus 5K devices. Same exact configuration we have to replicate here. There are some VFC interfaces are running on the N5K devices. So we are going to replicate same exact configuration on the Nexus Nexus 9K devices. Okay. So there is no much configuration. We are going to configure the zoning and all uh, for these servers, where these servers are trying to communicate. These servers are trying to communicate to these NetApp servers, NetApp storage, where we have ISCSI as well as the SAN storage area network. Okay, so through the zoning, through the FCoE, this all and through the FC traffic, this all the communication is happening. Okay, and even traffic is we are running between these devices. What we are running, BPC as well as HSRP we are running. Okay. And this one will be active, one will be standby. So what will be the approach for migration? So our first step going to be like, let me show that. So I have documentation before doing the first step. We have to do the pre-checks on the Nexus 5K devices. If you're not doing the pre-check, then it will be the not good idea to move forward without pre-check. Okay, so let me show that what pre-check we should do. Yeah, this is the target feature for the Nexus 5 devices. Before doing the upgrade, we must run the environment health check, like so version, so module, so Floggy database, LAN, WAN, SAN, all the verification we should run. We should verify the BPC, HSRP, all the things. We have to run all the port channel. We should check that whether all the port channels are fine or not. We should, if there is any routing, we should check the storage area network. We should check the zoning. We should do these kind of verification must be performed before they starting the migration. Okay, and I will be showing you that what all the QoS policy will be separately. But prior to doing the QoS policy, let's discuss the first step of the Nexus 9K migration, Nexus 9K installation. Okay, the very first step is we are going to have the OS installation in the infrastructure. Racking stacking first will be done, then will be the OS installation. Both the OS which we are going to run is the totally newest version of the and 9K devices. This is some of the cable matrix. I can show that. So this is the step which we have to follow. This is some of the okay. So this is first step is console your Nexus 9K installed in the rack, and this guide you can follow for the installation guide in the Cisco official sites. And this is the target version for us, 10.2.4. And after installing so you can install this image via the USB or via the CP based on your preference. Okay. Then once the installation is done, then install the license. So license is needed if in case you are running the full-fledged advanced feature. But even though if you do not have the license and you want to install it later, Nexus 9K, all the Nexus products can run the feature, all the feature for 120 days as a grace period license. So you do not need to worry about license, but make sure that within 120 days, you must install the license, right? And for the first step is, so we are going to do the configuration. The first step for the Nexus 9K configuration is to bring up the BPC configuration. Our BPC should be up and running. And in order to give the BPC, because we are going to do the same exact replica configuration. Okay, we are not going to change anything special configuration between Nexus 9K devices, right? So one thing, if you are migrating the entire Nexus 5K to Nexus 9K devices, so make sure that you have a separate unique your BPC management IP address or people IP address, and the rest of the configuration will be same. So the reason is to asking the new keep alive message, new keep alive IP address or management IP address for the device, which we can use for the keep alive messages to avoid any kind of conflict in the infrastructure. That's the reason. Connect the new management IP address for the each Nexus 9K devices and use that Nexus 9K management IP address for the keep alive message. Okay, so this is the step. First step, we are going to establish the BPC here, and before moving any country, before moving any interfaces. Okay, first step is start the BPC configuration, bring up the BPC. Second step is copy paste all the configuration. HSRP should be up and running prior to when think about moving anything. STP should be up and running. Your SAN should be up and running. Your firewall connectivity should be up and running. All the policies should be up and running before moving to the any migration cutover. Your FC interface should be converted. Your FC OE should be up and running. There shouldn't be any issue. Once you've done that, so by default, one switch will become active, one switch will become a standby, right? So same thing in the Nexus 5K devices. What we have to do here is make sure that your this device, Fabric Interconnect device, should be active standby. So active should be mapped with the active, standby should be mapped with the standby in the Nexus 5K devices. So from the 5K devices, once you have this kind of mapping, move this standby interface to the Nexus 9K device from 5K. Well, and make that once all the standby interface move to the Nexus 9K devices from the 5K, you can switch this 5K, suppose this is a 5K, as a standby BPC or HSRP, and you can move this as an active HSRP. As well as you can set Fabric Interconnect as an active, this is a standby. So immediately traffic will be moved forward from this one. So we are going to demonstrate this all the steps one by one. So first step is we are going to install the OS. Then we are going to uh, do all the basic configuration for the devices. So allow me some time. I let me start a configuration and the installation for the devices. Guys, so what we are going to discuss here is so how we can install the SAN configuration on the Nexus 9K devices, which is a more important topic before I move for the any further configuration. So first thing is we have to install the feature set. Okay, so this is the feature set we have to install. We have to enable the feature set FCoE. Then we have to enable the FCoE default policy. So make sure that use the default policy for the system keywords. Non-default policy, it may be the issue for you, but all the default in the default policy, what all the policies it contains. So I can show that what all the policies it give you there in the default policy. So if I go here and Nexus 9K devices, so this is all the default policy, which you see that. So this is the by default all the Nexus 9K devices. The moment you enable the FCoE feature, which all this FCoE policy will be created by default. So you do not need to worry about the creating the new policy for the FCoE in the infrastructure, and it's recommended to use that this kind of default policy for the FCoE in the Nexus 9K devices, and call this default policy under the feature set under system QS. So if I go to the under system QS, just give me a second. System. 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 Okay, spelling is wrong. Okay. So this is the system QS. So this is the main QS policy where we apply that our QS. So all this policy which has been already created by default on the Nexus 9K devices, we can call for the inbound ingress and egress as well as for network QS. And this is very, very important. If you miss that policy, if you miss anything around your entire FCoE traffic will be disrupted. That's the one thing. So simply just you do not need to create these all the policies if you do not want to. You just simply say the system QS and this. That's it, right? And How you convert your FC port, that's another major point is here. So if I go to the FCoE configuration, here you can this is the best document which you can get from the on Nexus website or Cisco website. And this is also very important for the Nexus 9K devices, whereas in Nexus 5K and 7K, you do not need this kind of command. So we have to curve the TCAM size. We have to specify the TCAM size for the your infrastructure. And this is the best practice, which is showing that this is how we can verify that if you do not have this QS, apply this QS. Sorry, if you do not have this TCAM reservation, resizing, do that TCAM sizing manually and save the configuration, reload the device. And this is very important. And this is like QS default. If suppose you want to do anything, this is exact configuration you can apply in the Cisco Nexus 9K devices. So do not try to do anything special which is unknown to you. Use that always default policy, which is always recommended one. Okay. Okay, so this is all about the FCoE configuration. Let's talk about the FC configuration. How we can check the FC configuration, how we can convert our interfaces to the FC port in the Nexus 9K devices, right? So this is a very good document, and make sure that this is the exact command we have to run. If this command is not supporting, then you have to run one more specific command which can be equivalent to this configuration line. So let me show that. Okay, so here, if I go to the Nexus 9K, I do have this one. And this command. So if suppose this command is not accepting fill pattern and idle mode, and in this case, please run this command. So you will not have any kind of issue. So if there is like your fiber channel is not coming up and other side is idle, say either pattern is idle, and on one side is some buffer to buffer B2B, then run this command. This command will solve your issue immediately. This command under the FC interface. Ignore error, right, byte something. Okay, so after running this hardware command, you have to convert your interface into the FC interface. So how you do that? So let me show that how you convert your interface. So simply you have to say that interface fiber channel, then you have to specify the fiber channel slot number, then enter it. Once you enter it, you have to shut the interface, and you have to reload the devices. Once you convert the interface from Ethernet to FC, you have to reload the devices like this one. You have to say slot 1, port number, this number to this number, type FC. Once you've done that, your port will be converted to the FC mode on the Nexus 9K devices. Then you can reload the configuration. Okay. Remain configuration will be like same. I will be showing there what exactly I'm going to do here. But yeah, this is how we convert, and this is what I wanted to show you that before moving for the any further configuration, make sure how you should know how you can convert the interface from FC to FC, Ethernet to FC, and how you can configure the QoS policies, right? So you do not need to configure any policy map, class map. It's already there. You just have to type QoS policy, and you have to call this default QoS policy, which is already created while installing this feature in the Nexus 9K. If in case you want to create the policy manually, then you have to follow this instruction to perform this FCoE configuration QoS policy like this one. You can change the MTU size, like I did here for non-default QoS, right? This is what we have done for the non-default, but we are not calling these QoS anywhere here. We are using the default one, which is always best practice for the Nexus 9K devices. Okay. Yeah, let's start the device setup first. All right, guys. So I already have the configuration, which is from the 5K devices. I am converted this 5K configuration to the 9K devices configuration. So 2-3 things. Here we have to run the feature set for the FCoE. Then we have to convert the slot. Then we have to enable the TCAM table. Then this is a generic configuration. Then we are going to have policy map or class map. Then we are going to have QS for the FCoE. These are the configuration will be the remain same. There is no difference, and we are going to make that this is spanning tree as a priority for this one as a primary. And we are going to have OSPF and all. We do not need to worry about that, but we have to configure the BPC domain. In the BPC domain, make sure that IP addresses are new for the keep alive messages in the Nexus 9K devices. Then we are going to have a device, a database, which is we are going to create the device alias for the. Then we are going to have the interface. This one. Then we are going to have SBI interfaces, HSRP running on those interfaces, and we are going to have port channels for the BPC peer link and all the things. So if I go to the Nexus 9K port channel 1, then this is like FCoE interface towards the your F5 devices, fabric interconnect devices, and these are the some BFC interfaces. This is existing infrastructure configuration. And we are not going to do a lot of changes here in terms of the configuration point of view. And this is the exact same configuration which we are going to replicate that. But one more thing here before doing this configuration, like switch port, mode type, access, blah, blah. You have to type a switch port. Yeah, you have to type switch port. Without switch port, all the ports of the Nexus 9K will be routed mode. So before starting this any configuration, you have to type switch port, then this port will convert to the L2, then you can do this kind of configuration. Otherwise, it won't be visible. Then we are going to have the zone configuration. This is the zoning we are configuring. Then we will activate this zoning. We are going to create the zone set. Then we are going to activate this zone to zone set for this particular mission. So this all the configuration which I am doing is for the Nexus 9K1. Same thing will be Nexus 9K2. Yeah, this is all. This is the template for the configuration. So as of now, device is not will racked and stack. We are going to do the racking and stacking first. Then we are going to have the uh, OS sub configuration. Then we are going to have the this system bring up the Nexus 9K device. Then migration will be start. Then in the last after migration, all the devices will be decommissioned. Okay. Yeah, let's start the device configuration. So guys, this is very important to us to verify on the Nexus 5K. On the Nexus 5K, we have to check so interface brief as well as so HSRP brief as well as so BPC brief prior to starting the Nexus 9K migration. You need to know that what is the status of on the existing infrastructure, because the same exactly status we have to maintain on the Nexus 9K devices. If we miss anything, we have to capture everything prior to the Nexus 9K move upgrade. Otherwise, if we miss that, we will not be able to capture these logs after migration from the Nexus 5K. So BPC, so we should how what is the consistency status, what is the status of the BPC role. These are all the things. What is the status of the port channel which are associated to this port BPC. So these are all the status will be needed for the comparison after migration. Okay, and you can check that as even for the OSPF, PGP, ISRP, whatever is running. But major task is to check that BPC, HSRP running, and interface status, because those are the few things which are very important. And meanwhile, we are doing the racking and stacking on the rack. So this is what we are doing. We are installing the Nexus 9K here physically. We will connect 1/1, 1/13 for the BPC peering, and we will form the peering. After peering, we will do all the configuration. Then we will move the physical connectivity. So first thing is we are doing here is racking, stacking. Then second step we are going to do that OS upgrade via USB. So let's complete racking and stacking. Then we'll connect you while we will do the OS upgrade. Okay, guys. So here we have the guys. Here we have the Nexus 9K1, which is like is up now, and which is the USB interface on the Nexus 9K device, which can be used for the OS upgrade. So I'm going to connect one of the USB here, and in that USB, I am going to upload the 10.2.4 version of NXOX, and we'll uh, upload here and we'll reboot that. Okay, so let me take the control of the switch and perform that activity. Okay, guys, we have this switch now with us. So this is the console access I have. So let me type admin. So I'm using as admin as a username password, and by default, I'm going to uh, okay. So here we have device. Let's wait for a second. Let me log in to admin123. This is temporary username password. So this is the Nexus I have. So if I go here and say so version, so I have like Nexus 9.3, which I want to upgrade to 10.2.4. Show module. So this is the module device I have. One is active, is what I have. This is show environment. Show environment. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So in the show environment, saying that there is a 2 power supply, but one is down because of the space. So as of now, just one is connected. Everything is up and running here. And power supply will be we will connect second power supply once we have the all the devices full-fledged running and Nexus 5K will be removed. So this is also fine. If I show directly what all the options is available. So currently we have 9.3.7, so which we have to upload like 10.2, and ACI image is already uploaded, but I don't want ACI to be installed in this device. This much is free space we have. If I say so, version again. So this is the version which I'm going to use. Okay, so this is all we have. Let's upgrade the Nexus. We are going to connect the USB. Then we'll see that what options it comes. Okay, so for USB upgrade, how we're gonna do here is there is a separate process for it. Okay, and we have to follow the same exact process to upgrade the Nexus via the USB cables. So we have to say that here, copy here, copy USB. It's a question mark, and let's see what option comes. Saying that copy USB 1. USB 1 is coming. So that's why we are going to type here USB 1. So USB 1 question mark. Then we'll say the boot flash. then we have question mark. We'll say that if there is any image will come in there. If there is no image, then image won't be coming in the picture. If there is image, like it will show that 10 dot something image is coming here. Okay, so let's wait for the USB to connect my DC engineer, then we can see that what option comes. So we are here mapping the serial number. So which serial number should be replacement of the which serial number? So how to check serial number? So inventory is a command where we can check the serial number. So we have two Nexus devices like this. Where we are going to migrate like OH serial number is going to be migrated with the 10FT, which is this one, 10FT. So with another OS number, which is has the SN on the N5K, will be migrated with the Nexus another serial number, which we are yet to get here. Okay. So we are downloading the image from Cisco website. Let's wait and watch, and we'll complete that OS upgrade. Yeah, so we have the USB, and let's do the upgrade. So type like command. We have to type like copy. The options is coming. USB 1, put S. Do you have image name?
Full path with a dot bin.
Oh yeah, Jonathan could paste it. Okay.
Yeah, with a dot
Okay,
bin.
that. Anyway, I removed the USB. Just give me a minute. Oh, he already pasted it.
Yeah.
What do I do? Connect it back, or you want to browse the USB? Vijay? Yeah, just wait. Oh, he created a subdirectory. Is it fine with you? Okay. Just give me a minute. Control.
So you have to have the exact name in order to upload the image from the USB. So we are just copying the name. If you want to check the checksum, you can do the checksum, just fill fine.
It's in the root directory. Okay. USB inserted. Okay. Check.
Yeah, just run the same command, copy USB 1, boot flash. No, not you have wrong. Just copy from up. There is a command.
And then the name?
Name, yeah, image name.
Enter.
Enter. Enter source name, yes. In progress.
It's
It
copying.
is copying now. So once it is copy paste is done from the USB to the direct boot flash of the switch, we can upload this image into the or activate this image into the OS, right, or into the Nexus 9K. So since it's a blank image, I'm not going to do any kind of impact check for this image, but this is the like fresh device. So I'm just directly going to install like this image from like install all the Nexus export flash, the 10.2.4. So once this switch is done, we will do same upgrade for the switch 2 also, which I will not record perhaps because one upgrade is fine for live demo. So let's wait for a minute till it becomes 100%. And one more thing, I have uploaded the separate video for this NXOS upgrade via the USB. You can watch that video.
You got the checksum file, didn't you, Savio?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
USB.
From my channel, like this one.
Cool.
This exact video. So you can watch this video. The same switch models, everything is same. This is how we should upgrade. You know, in order to get that better, only upgrade process. So this is only upgrade video which I have uploaded. Yeah, upload is done.
Did you celebrate Mother's Day, Savio? Did you leave a Mother's Day card for the wife from your daughter?
My daughter has made a card, yeah. So
Well, that's nice. My son's 17, and I wish he'd sort his own out nowadays. He's still too lazy to do it. I said when I was your age, I went out and bought my own Mother's Day present and card, like for my mum. My dad never done them for me, like at your age. So why do I have to work so? Yeah.
So let's upload the image, like saying that
Yeah.
check that show file boot flash and the image name. Let's see, or dir, you can see that directory. Just
Yeah.
directory.
enter,
Then
enter. So we have the image here 10.2.4 in the boot flash. Let's upgrade the switch. Type install all NXOX. Install all NXOX boot flash.
and next, should I put the name or what is it?
And install all NX OS.
NX, okay.
Yeah. NX OS, boot flash,
Yeah.
paste that image name,
Yeah.
enter it.
Mhm.
So it may take 5 to 10 minutes to, enter it.
Okay.
Yeah, this upgrade will be done after a few minutes. Yeah, let's wait for this. So this may be disruptive update
Cool.
because
Yeah.
it's a non-FCU upgrade. So you have to be very carefully. If you're having the this switch is already running in production, you do not want to do any disruptive upgrade something, you have to go with the ISSU. Let's wait for the few more minutes. It will do the quick upgrade because we do not have anything in a switch running.
So that I guess that just does I guess that just does a verification and stuff, and then starts progressing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, Vijay. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Yes.
No bother. Yeah.
This is the other switch. I have another cable. It's a faulty one, but it works sometimes.
Say no. So say no.
COM5.
Say no.
But that's going on in the background.
I suppose the only bright side is that. Oh yeah, it was admin. Just yeah. I don't like complex on Sunday.
You can paste it. Wait. Oh, okay.
I have switched to also. So let me change host name. LRH.N9K.0.
0.
All right.
Excellent.
And my switch one is updated now.
Pretty good.
Show environment. Everything is healthy. Perfect. So inventory. There's a GT, NGT. Okay. Show module. This is fine. So version. That's perfect, fine. So let's upgrade the switch to once switch one is up. Switch one, let's one switch.
This is the other one.
Yeah.
This is the one rebooting here.
Yeah, this is a rebooting switch. So 5 to 10 minutes.
You know, I can ask Dawes if he'll bring some sugar and you'll be able to reheat that up a little bit later. Savio.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Open.
Let's go to the switch 2 and upload the image and reboot that. Switch 1 is already completed. Okay.
What was that command?
Copy USB 1 boot flash.
USB 1 space what?
Boot flash. Then image name.
USB source file name.
That's fine. You can give here also. That's fine.
Sorry?
You can give here also. You do not need to wait. File name, yeah. Just copy, paste, enter.
Yeah, done.
Okay, so let's wait for that.
You can see the other one on the background. So,
Yeah. Switch 2 is done. Let's do the verification after upgrade. Show version, saying that it's like 10.2.4 version, maintenance released. Then I show module. Everything is healthy. So environment. For the deep dive, like how it should work in a deep dive, please visit to my video. That will give you the exact overview of that upgrade and verification one by one command, how we should run that, right? So if I go here, copy, install all NXOS boot flash, then run the same exact command, paste it here. Switch 1 is done. Switch 2 is done. Switch 1 is in progress. Okay. Just wait for that. Then after we can start the configuration migration. So what I can do here is on the switch 2, I can copy paste the configuration which I have prepared. Okay, so I will do like this. See, copy paste all the configuration whichever supports. Some of the configuration won't be supporting, but yeah. Done. And just so run. I will check whether we have all the feature which I want or not. So this is done. Feature set FCoE is done. Install FCoE is also done. Okay. This is done. Now let's go and configure the. I will check copy, run startup just to save site, so we will not lose any connectivity and all. We will do the logging configuration, copy paste. Right, then we will paste the username password which we have. Have such an IP domain, everything. Done. This is done. This is done. Okay. Let's convert our ports from FC Ethernet to FC. Okay. So before that, I want to check whether radius server is appropriate configured or not. The domain lookup SSH key should be here. So SSH key should be this much. Then we will change the TCAM memory. This is done. So you have to reload the configuration or reflect the configuration. I would say then slot 1 enter port 29 to 32 type FC. Right? We have to reload the configuration, then it will reflect in the table. Then that's it. Configuration. type like this. We run the startup and we will reload the switch and we'll check whether FC port and QoS policy, whatever is there. So I would say that hardware QoS policy, whether it's applied or not. So I will say that copy paste here. So I would say that copy and paste. Do the configuration, some for the same configuration. Then we'll do the QoS policy, basic stuff for the FCoE.
So you said no for the upgrade, huh, on the other one? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I was not on my screen. I was. No. That's fine. I was on not on my screen. I just came back.
This is all QoS policy, which is required for the FCoE.
I will look now.
Okay, copy and startup. Then we reload the configuration before doing the LAN. This is the configuration which required the reload, switch reload. So that's why I'm just doing that. So I would say that reload. Reload performed. Meanwhile, switch 2 is updating. This is basic configuration. We will paste one by one configuration. And before that,
Just wait. Sorry. Ethernet cable. No, I mean it's a fiber. You need a fiber. It's a fiber. So just wait 1 minute. No, these are fiber, right? Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Because it's a fiber cable. No. Just wait. Here's spare cables. Just let me see. Hold on. Let me work on this. Okay, now tell me. I just came back. Okay. So I have some converters. Yeah. Between the two new
switch is reloaded. Now
1/101. I just inserted that. Your cabling is a bit messed up here.
I pasted the admin username password. Just give me a second, guys. Let me fix that. Yeah, guys, I'm pasting all the configuration like route map, OSPF, IP routes, everything is pasting. So let's see. So let's use the BPC configuration. We'll check that so far what has been done is whether it's pushed or not. Perfect. Hardware keywords is also there. This keyword is also there. Everything is fine. Even routing is fine. VLANs are created. Static route is created. BPC is created. Alias is created. FC port. Okay, in shutdown state because I don't want to use FC port. Let's create the SBI interfaces. Okay, then we'll create these interfaces. Exit. We will create some of the SBI. Okay, so run interface VLAN 10. And let's see whether all the copy pasted configuration is working or not. Perfect. So HSRP configuration, everything is fine. Let's paste that the VLANs interface VLAN 1021 is copy pasted already. Let's copy paste 102. 102. This is HSRP and configuration. which we are doing here on the Nexus 5K, Nexus 9K. From the 5K, we are copy pasting the configuration. A1. We subnet mismatch with the interface IP. Okay, so here is something wrong with this region. I understood now. So run interface VLAN 106. Then 107. And now we'll see that other configuration. But we have to very carefully. We have to be very carefully while doing the copy paste configuration, because most of the time we miss the some small part while doing this. So, then we have very many VLANs which needs to be configured here. So we would say that, oh, again, copy this configuration, paste here. Done. We have Wi-Fi DSCP and a server firewall. Then this is firewall DSCP. Group 5. To 888. A backup firewall. Now let's do the port configuration, port channel configuration. Okay. Startup before moving for another configuration.
It's rebooting up, by the way.
Yeah. Is the port channel 1, which is BPC. So let's check that. So interface brief. How many interfaces are connected? Or BPC interface should be connected 1/1, 1/13. So 1/1 is administrator down, 1/13 should be also administrator down, because they are connected interface. Yeah, the rest of them are not even connected. So let's do the configuration first. So run interface port channel 1. Let's check the configuration, whether all the configuration have been copy pasted or not. Individual. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, perfect. There's the copy paste the configuration which is connecting towards the firewall. This, so between this and this port channel 1, we have port channel 2 which is going towards the firewall. Then we will do other same an input channel here going for the towards the fabric interconnect, some of going for here, some of going for these inter switches, some of the going for the other switches. So these are some basic configuration. Sorry, so I need to copy the switch. Port channel 2. In port channel 3, we need to have the Jumbo MTU for all the ports because in those devices need to have the Jumbo MTU and already configured Jumbo MTU. Port channel number 4. Channel number 4 going to FI2. Access over an interface port channel 3.
So Vijay, I'm just going out. Okay. Just near
Yep,
Jonathan.
sure.
Okay.
Port channel number 4. Perfect.
You want me, Savio, are you?
Then port channel number 5 going towards the
You want me, are you?
ISCSI.
No. Yeah, I'm good. No. I just came to sit.
This is also going towards the ISCSI device.
I'll just heat up my tea.
Devices over an interface port channel 5. 6.
Okay.
We have all these configuration. The reason I'm putting switch port, the reason is port should not be the L3 port channel.
Yeah, let us
Then we are going to configure
Finish it off.
FCoE port channel towards the fabric interconnect.
So, a car? Rent a car?
Yeah.
A different car.
Oh, you rented one?
Yeah, because mine was a little shaky. Yeah.
Have you got some money off
Port
the
channel 7.
off system for it then? I'll be around.
Or rent a car?
Yeah.
No, they booked it for me.
All right, yeah. Just
I
check for the
I never
mileage
knew.
port channel
mileage now.
going towards
Not
the
only mileage, it's quite an old car. It's a 2009 car. And
I'm still waiting. My
yeah,
get my lease car.
we are going to have port channel number 10, which is going towards the access switch.
Right, you told me electrical car, right?
Yeah, but I'm up on lease car. So it's not coming until June now though.
Wow, what?
I'll be on holiday. It won't come till after I've been on holiday.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because of part shortages in the factories.
Okay.
So
Wait.
yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
You will see that FCoE interface or VFC interface, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, my mute. It's not on mute.
I might be able to mute you. Can I mute you?
No.
So let me do this. So run interface port channel 7. So run interface VFC1. Done. Then again VFC3. That's fine. Then we'll maintain the database. We'll create the vSAN database and map these VFC interfaces into the. One more thing, I forget to copy paste it. VFC4 interface. These interfaces are down, that's fine. That's the reason it's showing that error. So run interface VFC4. Say VFC3. Say VFC1. Right? You see the show vSAN database. vSAN member. And these are the some ports which are member. That's well fine. Then we'll do some configuration of the FC port. Interface FC1/29 to 32. Shut down. Shut. Interface FC1/31 to 32. Shut down. Copy paste run. Then let's do the configuration for the physical ports. Interface FC1/31 to 32. Shut down. Okay, so I will copy this configuration, paste it here. Then we'll do for the port 2. So let's see that whether configuration is pasting or not. So run interface Ethernet 1/1. It seems like there is an issue with the port channeling, right? So like this one, interface Ethernet 1/1, channel group 1 mode active. Okay, so I have to type force mode active, right? Force mode active, right? Then I will just so run interface Ethernet 1/1. Configuration looks fine to me. And same thing for the switch interface 2. Okay, so again, interface Ethernet 1/2, channel group 2, force mode active, right? No chat. Let me type force in advance in this all the configuration. Right. So I would say 1/4 interface. Okay, so there is an issue with that. So let's show or run interface Ethernet 1/3. Okay. Right. So run interface Ethernet 1/4. It's well and fine. Same thing for the interface 5. Then we are going to configure ISCSI ports. Going to do for the this. Port access. SSI down, so we do not want to. It's not active. A lot of configuration which we are pasting here. So it's have patience, guys, because while doing the copy paste, the major task will be there. Okay. And then the reason is I'm typing force command on the port channel here because port channel ID is already created. Now we are just overwriting that configuration. So that's why we are forcefully telling that interface a part of this port channel group. Okay, so 1/15 having some trouble. 14 having some trouble. So if I go to the run interface Ethernet 1/4, I'm sorry, 14. See that 1998, it's fine, looks fine to me. So if I go to the 15 now, then I go to the force mode active, 16 and 17. Then force mode active, 19 and 20, 18 and 19, 20. Right, now we'll do the same one, FCoE port towards the fabric interconnect going from the Nexus 9K devices. So copy from here, paste from here to here. Select 16, 26. Switch port, as I said, in Nexus 9K devices, every ports are going to be the L3. So we have to convert into the L2 first, then we have to run that command.
You're all right?
Yeah. Then we will do the zoning configuration. We have zones set for like multiple EXXI, like EXXI till 8, 10. I'm doing. We have bunch of EXXIs which are doing boot from SAN from the storage, AMC storage, LAMC storage. And also we are consuming ISCSI for that. ISCSI, EXXI 12, 13, 14. Till 14 EXXI, we have mapped that. 15, 16, we have to do. 16. The last one is the production SQL server. EXXIs are communicating. Then we have to create the zone set and map these members of the zone into the zone set. Right. So let's copy paste it. Then we have to activate the zone set. Now configuration is done now. So I've copy pasted from the Nexus 5K to the Nexus 9K. Okay. Now same configuration copy paste we will do on the switch 2, and I will pause this video for like switch 2 copy paste because it's going to be the time consuming. So once the configuration will be up, we can compare the configuration. We can check the BPC is up and running or not because we have already connected this 1/1 to 1/3 interface, certain interface between them. So BPC should be up and running after this configuration. Okay, even we have your keep alive link here. So once this and this will be up, then we will move for the migration of the interfaces from PREFIX-LIST 1 to 1. Okay, so let me complete this switch. This switch is already done. This switch is pending. Switch 2. Switch 1 is pending. Switch 2 is already completed. So let me do that. Meanwhile, I will pause this video because before that, let me show that what all the configuration I have done. This is all configuration I have done so far. It's a LAN, WAN, SAN, everything configuration. LAN means VLAN base L2. WAN means we have the service provider, which is static route. We have SAN means we have storage connected to this device. So end-to-end, we have the network here. This is all we have done so far. And this is the topology. This switch is done. Sorry, this switch is done. Now we are going to do this switch. Copy paste configuration from the Nexus, this device. Okay. So let me pause the video. We'll come back once the copy paste is done. Okay, guys, so configuration is done on both the switches, switch 1 and switch 2. Now our task is to bring up the VPC and check all the HSRP, BRRP, all the health before the moving for any further migration. Okay, everything is done. So our task is to do like this. So if I go to here, I go to the page like this. So we are going to bring up the VPC for testing. Okay, so we are going to have two interface for VPC peerly, one interface which is directly I'm going to connect for the management. VPC peer link and also MGNT0. Once we have for VPC HSRP testing. So once we have this, all the N9K1 and 9K2. Once we have all the HSRP peer and VPC is healthy here, based on the result which we are expecting, like this one, result should be like this. HSRP, VRRP, everything should be like this. Even port should be like port. I'm not expecting to come up everything because slowly we are going to move one by one port. But at least we are expecting to have the HSRP like this between the switches, and VPC should be like this, right? Then these ports will be coming one by one. Once we have all the interfaces will be coming up one by one. Okay, this is our task. So I've asked site engineer to connect these two interface 1/13 to 1/13 and 1/14 to 1/1 to 1/1, like here. Both the site 1/1 and both the site 1/13. Okay, and this is the port channel 0, port channel 0, port channel 1, sorry, 1. Okay, so let's see that whether we have this connectivity or not. So interface brief. As of now, there is no connectivity for this interface. Okay, so VPC port is still down, even management port is down. So let him connect first, then we can see that what is the VPC status. Everything will be coming is as expected or not. All the ports are suspended or not up because of nothing is configured. Nothing is up actually. Everything is configured between the switches, but since port is down, even VLAN will be down, right? So make sure that in order to check that VLAN, HSRP, VPC, your port at least between the switches, port should be up and running. Okay, so this is the test number 1 we are going to do. As well as we are going to.
I'm just connecting 1 to 1 and 13 to 13. Okay. But I have to remove all those things.
Phase 2 will be. We are going to do that.
You have the console, right? You're looking at the console? Vijay?
I do have console.
Okay, that's fine.
So file migration, check the ports and VLAN status. Okay, this is the second test, and post migration, last test will be the post migration. Check all the health. Okay, so what exactly we are going to do here is we already have the switches here. This is the existing environment we have. So we are going to move these ports one by one. So since like this one, this is a active.
One is connected. One to one.
Standby to standby. all the ports. So meanwhile, traffic will be up and running. Then once we standby traffic is moved, then I will make this device as a active, this device as a standby, and then I will move this interface to here. UCS will be migrated. Same thing we are going to do for the storage. Yeah, like this.
He's joining
I
us
will
on the
move
call.
the standby interface. If it is, even if it is active, that's well and fine. I will move one interface to here. One interface will be keep still same. I will move one interface here. Keep that in a certain state for the if it is active. If it is a standby,
Let's get this signed off, guys.
Okay, let's wait for
Cheering.
the
We're gonna send you a picture of me and Savio dancing around the Nexus 5Ks, BJ.
So see neighbor.
Just be a memory at the end. There'll be a picture. Right? You'll see us both skipping around them.
One should be up and running now.
Yeah, so I'm done. By the way, Vijay, now management, okay?
Yeah, so 1/1/13 is up. Please bring up the management 0.
Okay, now what about the management? Tell me about the management.
Management to management interface, just directly connected to each other.
Sorry, this is shorter cable.
If I say so interface brief. Interface brief.
Give me a minute. Now the problem is
now if I go to the 13 port number.
I'll let you know when I'm disconnecting.
No, do not disconnect it. Just connect 9K1, 9K2 with each other.
With each other.
Yeah, management to management. Do not touch the 5K for now.
Okay, done. Check now. Management disconnected.
Yeah.
Back to back. Back to back. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Anyways, the other ones are quite short. I'll prepare two cables separately because eventually you would move those cables also to the what I meant is you will move those cables also, right?
Yeah.
Management, yes, they're quite short.
So here we have VPC. VPC should be up and running. Consistency 2 is failed. That's fair enough. Okay, so let me map with the existing configuration. Okay.
Meters management.
Yeah, this is fine. Port channel till everything is down. That's well fine. So consistency 2 is failed due to the SBI mismatch. I believe that's fine. Even in N5K is failed. So should not be worried about this. Like this. These are down because ports are not connected. That's well fine. Then I will say that Nexus N5K1. Let's see what options come. So BPC. That's well and fine. This is a BPC primary and 5K1. Okay. And 5K2 is so BPC role is a secondary. Okay, perfect. If I go to here, so HSRP brief. That's well and fine now. Sorry. So here we have HSRP. Let's take a look. What is the status as per the old one? So HSRP status would be like VLAN 1 to 7. is unknown, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Well, fine. No need to worry. Init, this is also fine. All are active till 170, from 170 to 445. All are active. Okay, perfect. If I go to the here, so run interface VLAN 888. Four 55. 129, right? That's fine. This is fine now. So this is as expected. Show interface brief. These are all the interfaces are down due to the shutter down. That's very fine. So interface brief. Okay, so says prices. So run interface FC1/31. So 31, 32 should be down, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So
yeah.
I'm not even configuring that they are in the error disable mode. So I will be keep
Yep.
the disable mode.
Yep.
As well as I will shut down this. So interface
Okay.
FC1/31 to 32 shut down.
Yep. Super. Good man. I'm still just these bloody SQL disks are a nightmare, Faisal. I've got one of the instances I think that has gone offline on the Flats Lane side. Now I've tried to fail it over. I've just been fixing the disk for the last week or so. Like we've had massive growth on SQL. I don't know why it's started growing crazily out of control with the snapshot copies. So it keeps knocking the LANs offline. So the services are dropping. We just can't keep up with them, even though we are checking them constantly. They look like they have loads of space, and then it just disappears. I could. Yeah, have you? Yeah, Faisal, and are you just carrying out your verification there, Faisal? Are you? How far?
Yeah. Well, did we move the management connections to the new box? Right. So the out-of-band management link is not moved yet, right? Okay, because I connect to them, but I'm connecting to the old switches still, yeah.
All right,
So-
yeah, because they're on the 187 and 88
Yeah.
addresses now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
Is it 187, 188 or 87, 88?
the new ones are 187, aren't they? 2 seconds. I've
Can I see my
got,
screen?
I put them in the. I put them on email. I've got my head blasted on doing this flipping sequel malarkey, so my head's drifted off onto something else. You know, it is.
So now we
doing
will
it.
start the real migration. We will move this back-to-back connection from here.
Is it 187, 188? Yeah.
Here to here.
Yeah, I believe
Well,
so.
Uh,
I'm certain that's what they are.
via the out of band. So we will remove from here. We will move from here. So they will have the in that keep live like this. Once this is done, then we will move switch to all the interfaces to the switch one.
Yeah, I can't connect to them because there is no physical connection on the
Yeah.
box yet. So
Then we will move switch one.
Yeah,
to
187 and 188.
This maybe takes like
I guess can we do
max
it?
to max
Shall we cut one of them up,
5 minutes
pull
if there
one
is
of
any
the
single
swap
home
one of the
services which are running.
cables out from
If
one
there
of
is no
the
single home
Nexus
services,
for you to
even less than
check.
2 to 5 minutes,
And
this migration will be
just one at a time,
causing any issue.
so that
Okay.
out of bound
So
is
let's wait for a
management's
second. Let's
connected,
start the.
just so you
yeah,
can get
well,
on and have a
this
quick
is nothing.
look at
Yeah,
them.
So we are moving the
Pull.
interfaces here
Yeah, leave.
Yeah.
from here to here. So
Yeah.
you
Okay,
see
number 2 is going to get
able to
disconnected
ping the
soon,
gateway
okay?
which is sitting over here.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I can.
Yeah.
Let me try to ping from number 2.
Wait, stop. Don't ping.
Yeah, lights gone out there, Savio, on number 2.
2. Yeah, just
Yeah.
wait. And number 2 is up. Yep. It's up now. Check Vijay. Both the cables are strapped.
Yeah, do you want to check your access vessel? I'm just going back to sort me SQL thing
I'm
out
just
so
right
I
now,
can
yeah.
so I can get that failed over, because I've still got one instance stuck in Lanchester Road that I can't fail over. So I just need to sort the flats lane side out on that.
Gateway of the management 168.1.1 management. Yeah, both the devices are reachable. Even I can ping each other, I believe so. $187.
Like they used
Yeah,
to be.
so the PC keep live is fine. Yeah.
Right.
I managed to log on. Huh? So we have got only, yeah, okay, layer 3, layer 2. So we've got VPC connection only so far.
Yeah, BPC and HSRP, which was
Looks this and data for V8. So what is that?
Okay, so yeah, you kept it down, yeah, this time.
yeah.
Right, okay, 101 and 107.
Yeah. This needs to be down. There are a few which would be. So one more thing here, Faisal, for a 180 VLAN, it's created only on, I believe, on a switch 2 only. Okay, that's
180.
180 VLAN.
180 wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Who created this 180 VLAN?
It was in configuration, so that's the reason it is there.
Let's check what is the purpose of it, yeah?
So is that NSX VX LAN? But VX LAN
Is that one of the NSX VX LAN through the through the iNet firewall? Yeah.
But I see that, but
why it is on Nexus 2, not on the Nexus 1?
They only put them on
it
one switch, didn't they?
is-
There's no redundancy. It's a
it
bit
should
crap
be.
in now. There isn't for that.
No, it should be.
It's a fit. Yeah.
It should be there, Faisal. Please check that.
Yeah,
There
because
might be-
because it's a HSRP
That's the same.
config,
Yeah. That's the same on Flats Lane though. There's only got one connection. I know that.
So why we have got the HSRP config then?
No, I think 180 VLAN is missing from switch 1, which I need to paste that configuration.
Has it just have a check of it on the Flats Lane side, Faisal?
Yeah, too, sir.
I think we're.
There is no 180 VLAN there. Yeah, Flatline.
I think there's a
Oh,
one.
no.
Is it
Oh,
181
I'm on
or something? Or there
I'm
might
on
be.
the wrong switch. I'm on the wrong switch. Wrong switch.
No, just give me a second. It has to be configured.
Okay, so you missed it.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it should be up now.
Yeah, it is 180 and 181 both. Yeah, they both are on actually on the flat line. Yeah, so you put that on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now is up.
175. What is 175?
That rings a bell.
It may be down because why is 175 down? Why is not going to trunk on the port channel 1?
No, so one more thing here is, so it was 175. There is no HSRP up for the Legacy 5K devices.
Okay. It wasn't up, right?
Yeah, it wasn't up.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can actually remove this. This is nothing.
Hello?
It's just the old legacy OSPF config.
Yeah.
But we keep it down here for the time being.
Just give me a second. So like for 180 VLAN, just give me a second. I need 134 standby. 135. Okay. Standby is not connected. This 135. Is here. And 35 has to be here. 35. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. On 175 VLAN, there is no HSRP, it's just a OSPF. So I don't think it's active, so we can take it down as you say. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, DOS is coming, so you can check that on the NSX managers and stuff, because you might have to reset them after we've finished, but it's fine for now. I think he's moved the manager to Flats Lane, I think.
Hey guys, so let's wait for a few more minutes. We will once we will verify that this all the HSRP basic check. Once we will do that all the health check of this Nexus 5 Nexus 9K, same thing whatever we have done for the Nexus 5K, then only we will move for the migration. These all should be up and running, everything should be fine. Then we will move for the migration of
Savio dropped out. I'm just dropping him back in. Hey, Savio.
Hey guys, we are moving the interfaces of the switches. So
We're back in 2 minutes, yeah?
yeah, sure. So we are moving from this switch. Okay, so this switch N5K2 to N9K2 first, then all the interfaces. Then we will move because this is the standby switch and this is the active switch, PPC active switch. We will move all these interfaces, one-way interfaces to here, on the here. Then after this migration, we will move this switch one interfaces. Okay, like this. So all the interfaces from the N5K2 to N9K2, all the interface we are going to move in one shot as a standby. So all the traffic is still will be flowing via this. Okay. Then after this, to avoid any kind of split band, we will not make this switch as active. We will keep as a standby. Then we will move interface one by one to the active switch now. If we make like N5K1 as an active and 19K2 as an active, then in this case, a split blend scenario will be coming in the picture, right? To avoid that, make as active standby. You will see the minimum disruption, but still you will be able to solve the or migrate the switchable devices. So let's wait for that. So suppose this is the one. This is active. This is a standby. This is active and 5K and 5K standby. So we are going to move here to here. Meanwhile, all the traffic will be still going through and 5K1. Once this all the migration is done from here to here, what we are going to do here is we are going to move this active interface from N5K and 9K, and we will not change the state of this. Like this one, this is active and this is the standby. Or do not make this active or standby. Otherwise, it will be having a split brain scenario for VPC. Both the switches will act as active switches, which you do not want to do that. Okay. So let's bring that switch one. Just to that show interface brief. We'll see that one by one these interfaces are going to come up. Okay. Okay, we are going to bring up the interfaces. So like this is the old configuration I have, and this is all the interfaces are up. So I need to know sort the which are administrative down. Okay, so let's do one by one. We are bringing one by one interface. So let's see. Then we're going to have 12 to 15. Set. 17, 18. Chat. 20, 23. Chat. Going to have 25. Slash 25. No shit. Copy and startup. And let's see what is the status of the interface after performing the no shut. There might be some error disabled for sure. Show interface brief. Yeah. 8 is down, 9, 10. Then we can match this one by one. Right, this. Like this one. 1 to 3 up, 1 to 3 up, right? Speed is also fine. Then port number 5 to 7 is up. 9, 10 port number is up. Then 12 to 15 is up. 12 to 15 is up. Okay, all are the trunk port. Then we're gonna have 17 is up. 18 is down because it's still in progress, that SFP movement. Yeah, so almost all the ports which should be up is getting up. So it shouldn't be the issue now. When the port channel mapping, you should be always mapping this port channel number with this one. Just wait for few more minutes. Port should be up and running. We are moving from Nexus 5K2 to Nexus 9K2. Link is not connected. It means that is something is connected. This is 44, right? Link is not connected. Link is not connected. Okay. So if I go to the store for run interface Ethernet 1/80, okay. So if I say interface port channel 444, no share. So interface brief. Link is not connected. Something issue with the physical connectivity here. We'll ask engineer what exactly is the status of this. Port channel 8. we'll see that 21 port should be like same configuration. Fine. If I go to 22, so fine. So interface port channel 8. Port admin is up, port channel is up. Okay, so it takes some time. So interface brief. Yeah, so this is port is getting up. Only the port channel which is not coming up is 444, which we will see that what exactly is happening. Okay, they are up. We are going to have till 23. 25 is also up. Then afterwards, we don't have any ports which need to be up.
Hello?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Hello.
So switch to is done except 1 and 13 on switch to OS.
Oh, one thing here. So 1/18 and 1/20 interface is not coming up.
Slash 18.
Yeah.
1 minute. 18. Eighteen is a fiber cable. Is it enabled? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, there's a wrong cable. Check 20, wait, I want just really check 20. So which one you said is not coming up?
18 and 20.
Okay, can you check 20?
Yeah, let me check that.
Still showing off actually. Yeah, just 1 minute. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Showing off.
Faisal, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
See that port channel 9 and 10 have connecting to the legacy environment, catalyst switches.
Yes.
So just like last time, there is a issue with that port.
Which
channel.
one?
Port channel is down.
Mm-hmm.
Please check that.
So I unplugged 20
Uh-huh.
and I plugged it.
So just give me a second. Let me verify that.
So even 18 is okay.
No, it's saying that link not connected.
Oh, which one? 20?
20 and 18 both. So they are the fiber channel, right?
I'm not sure what it is. Wait, 20 is connected. It's coming to another, going to another switch, and I don't know what is it. Yeah, so this is, it's connected here. I can see the light also, by the way, on the SFP as well as both. Not sure why this thing.
Link not connected, showing that maybe compatibility issue. SFP. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
For trans. The 1 gig port, right? 1 gig SFP. It's a copper port.
No, it's a SFP.
SFP with the copper
It's a
port.
fiber.
Fiber.
Yeah, yeah. 20 is fiber. 18 also is fiber.
Oh, where is going that?
Huh?
Where is going?
It is going somewhere in front, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't connect to the switches remotely, Vijay.
Sorry?
I'm trying to connect to the switches, but I lost the connection, and now I can't connect to them anymore.
Which switches?
These new switches, we put that on 1.187 and 1.188.
Mm-hmm.
Can't connect to them remotely. 188 I can, which is the second switch. That's where we move the connection to, right?
Yeah.
But this the TACAX not working on these switches. Let me try the.
The reason is these 1/20 port channel 910 is down and they are connected. The gas is behind them, right?
Yeah, but how they were connected before, because they are connected on the out of band management, so they are nothing to do with these connections,
But yeah, it should be. But last time that was the same issue.
because it's go via management IP subnet, which is 188. That's where we're connected on the management. So this is bizarre. No, I can't connect. New connection. The password is Kill Bill. Is the username was admin, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 24 port is up now. But 12 is still down. Let me check that.
Okay, so logged on.
Port channel 9 is up, 10 is still down. Yeah.
24 is up, which is this is the distribution switch.
Yeah.
Port
channel 12, port number 12 is down. Which we need to fix that. What is the core switch to?
Port number 12. You want me to check 12 or
Yeah.
18, 20?
18, 20, and 12 all are down.
But yeah, I don't see any news. I will check all the cables. Just 1 minute.
Not sure whether it's just give me a second. So run interface port channel 44.
It's on the LAN switch. Port channel 10 is on the LAN switch.
Yeah.
Port channel 12 is administratively down.
Yeah, that's fine. That should be. This is as per the list which I have with me.
Right, I lost the connection again. This is bizarre, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was working on it and lost it. Session. Yeah. Now the remote login and the remote connection not working anymore. What is happening?
It's not working anymore. Okay.
It's look like it's an issue with the VPN. I thought that could be the issue. Why? Because we moved the physical connection across, and we are running through to two Nexus environment now. We're in the position which is called the split brain, yeah.
Yeah. That's
because
right.
both of them the VPC up for these VLANs.
Yeah. So we have to move the even switch one. So let's
Yeah.
move that. So Sabir, could you please move that switch one port also? And we'll see that end-to-end testing.
Yeah, I will leave it like because downstream switch is not understanding what is going on.
Yeah.
At the
That's
moment,
true.
yeah. So till we move the switch one and then the VPC build up properly, then probably we have like a better like a remote access thing on it.
That's right. Even port channel 10 is not in VPC. That's could be the issue. Active standby. And yeah, Sevi, you can move that. Then let's figure out. You are on mute, Sevi. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay. So now what is to be done?
Go ahead with the switch one. Move the switch one. All the interfaces.
Okay, so two is done, huh?
Yeah. Whatever issues minor is there, we'll fix that after switch one.
Great.
The port channel 12 is manually down. It's already in the existing environment, which is okay. Let me see.
I started, huh? Moving one.
Okay. $1,000 is 1 GB, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
I check this switch 1 now. Compatibility check. VPC compatibility check is coming because both the switches are not yet up. We'll see that what exactly is happening on the switch 1 and bring up the
Have we got some parts not coming up, have we, Viju?
sorry.
Have we got any parts not coming up, or is it looking all right?
You're saying the port is not coming up?
No, we were just checking something else, so we lost the track.
Okay.
We're looking all right on the progression.
Yeah, so far looks okay. Few ports are not up, which are I was expecting that. So
Yeah.
those ports will be shown up.
Sounds jolly good.
If I get show interface brief, those ports are administrative down. So let me bring up those ports first. These ports. Switch 1. With Ethernet 1/3. Shut. Shut. Interface Ethernet 1/527. Shut. Interface Ethernet 1/8 to 9 to 10. Shut. Interface Ethernet 1/12 to 15. Shut. Interface Ethernet 1/17 to 18. Shut. Interface Ethernet 1/20 to 23. Shut. Rather 25. No shut. Interface Ethernet 1/27. No shut. And we'll see that 28 should be also up. 1/28. No shut. Okay, then we'll do copy and startup. See there what options are. So interface brief. Ports are so CDP neighbor. Perfect. Those ports are yet to be inserted. Yeah. These ports are yet to be inserted. So there are few ports which are already up and running, like ISCSI, Fabric Interconnect, UCS. These all ports are up now. Okay. So now if I go to the VPC, VPC should be up and running for few ports. whoever is up. If I go to the show interface brief, and I can say that up. Sorry, filter that. $19 is showing down. So if there is 19 is down, which is okay. 17, 18 should be up. $21, $22 should be up, which is going towards the our UCS. Trend line should be up, which is going to go towards the core switch. Let's see. This port's having some issues, which is okay. I will fix that. Let's check that switch 2. Show PDP neighbor. So interface brief. So run interface Ethernet 1/2. No shut. So if I compare that, what exactly is wrong between this, which is this port is going towards the firewall, and let's see what could be the wrong, because one side is up, one other side is down. So run interface Ethernet 1/2. So okay, so MTU size is mismatch. So that's one of the reason is having an issue. So I will remove this MTU size, which is wrong. Ethernet 1/2. All right. So run interface Ethernet 1/2. Okay, so I would say that interface Ethernet 1/2. Interface Ethernet 1/2. Channel group 2. Force mode active. Okay, no shut. Then I will say that show interface brief, VPC should be up and running. Okay, link not connected. That should be okay. It should be come back. Interface Ethernet 1/2. No. This is the issue with the MTU size. So what I have to do here is so run interface port channel 2. it is MTU size applied. So that's the reason. So run interface port channel 2. There is no MTU size. That's one of the reason this port is having an issue. So if I go here, interface port channel number 2, no MTU 9216. Shut. Copy run startup. Like so, interface brief. Perfect. Now if I go to the 18 to 24 is slash 124, that's 9. Yeah, if I go, so migration is completed. So run interface Ethernet 1/24. Interface port channel 9. Might be some issue with the config or have to tweak it. Interface port channel 9. Shared, no shared. Interface Ethernet 1/24. Shared, no shared. Same thing here. Bounce it. Interface Ethernet 1/24. Shared. No shut, interface port channel number 9, shut, no shut. It's kind of flapping. If I go show CDP neighbor, so interface brief, this migration is done. It means all the switches have all the interfaces from the existing to the 9K1, 9K2 is done. And there are some issues like some of the interfaces are not coming up. That might be some issue with the legacy infrastructure. So we will fix that. Yeah, this is all about migration. In the last, we will do the what we do that. In the last, I will show you that how to do the capture after fixing these all the interfaces issues. Okay. After that, we will do that this post-check migration. Right.
Yeah,
Alright, guys. So we have all the
yeah.
connection up and running. So
Okay.
finally, migration is done. You can see the lot of CDP neighbors without downtime here. This is verification we have. We have
Why that link affected my connection on the internet?
Yeah, it knackered mine as well.
It dropped everything. It like, was it just switching? I don't know.
Everything is
This it should be like a routing now, because that's how the routing works for these VLANs.
And
But the only connection is going through that link are
global
show interface. Actually, what is this QQQ?
That everything should be up and running here.
You think especially when
Everything is fine.
Paris
There
is
is
down,
no
don't you?
suspended VLAN here
How
available.
to get twitchy.
Consistency is okay.
So that should only affect from VLAN 201 to 210, 214, 215, and 333, which is the old management link. So that should not affect anything else.
It's looking better.
You see
See if
that
your
the
tunnel
database
works,
coming
Faiz.
from all the servers.
No, it's
in
not.
the host.
My tunnel is still not working.
You will see that
I can see it.
FCoE
I think that'll be knackered because we can't see the
database.
I think Paris is coming up. As
FCoE also
yeah,
working
but Paris is
fine.
looking.
It's maintaining the table. If I say so, FCoE.
So that link is feeding up to the
Yeah.
Nexus. I'm worried about the other link,
ISCSI.
which is port channel 10. So what we can do, we can check on the flat line what is actually feeding up
So
to
IP
VLAN,
route,
sorry, the port channel
all is
10.
working fine. So the static
Right.
routing. So this is all verification we can do
So
here. If I say
yeah, the
show
thing is I cannot
environment,
connect.
all health is fine before I move to the
So new session, new session.
So modules, this is all fine. So if I run this same command, this command, so hardware capability forwarding, you will see that ongoing logs, what exactly is going on in the infrastructure. So let's run that few commands here. So if I go here, so hardware rate limit, we should have all working fine. There shouldn't be any drop in the hardware level tables. Okay. So hardware capability forwarding, we say that all the logs and forwarding of the counter.
Yeah, it's working on here as well.
All the
Why the bloody tech is not working still?
Funking.
So in that,
If I say here,
I think the VLANs, we've still got problems between the 106, 101, 106 VLANs, haven't we? Or 107.
High level installation guide logs.
But that's 101 to 107. This is firewall, man.
Status.
It's nothing to do with here.
You will see that if there is
That's
any
the port
issue with
channel
my
2 on the Nexus.
Nexus installation, anything,
The
you
new
will see
Nexus,
that issue here.
So
everything is working fine for now.
that will be.
I say yes, so logging.
That's my session.
On board.
In the site and in it, so multi-site working, that's good.
187, 187.
It's saying that this is all working through the BPC.
So that will be
the root switch. So everything is working fine as expected. So
channel 2
issue here. If I say here, so
which is up. So that's the SA.
RP summary.
Port channel 10.
Fine. So BPC statistics.
Still don't understand where the port channel 10 is going. LRH LAN switch, which is pointed to the same device.
This is the state of the VPC. Everything is working fine. There is a traffic. There is Jammu
might be another link.
Giant traffic. You see that it means there is MTU,
which is for.
We'll see that counter on
routing.
The interfaces. If I say here, so interface counter. If there is any like MTU mismatch, something happens.
What is that thing? It comes up.
Error 0. Sorry, non-zero.
That machine charged by.
These are the interfaces. Like these are the interfaces having a traffic, and you will see that if any error, see that these are some error which we are getting here, which we have to fix it.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Why this error is coming on the port channel? There is
they have one USB
error. There is error with this.
Where is your link on for 2.187?
These interfaces are down, which is okay.
2.187. The flat lane ones.
This is all you can check.
It's probably disconnected, doesn't it?
Check the so. LAN FCoE.
1.187. Yeah. So I need to look at where is the.
If I say the so Jones it also.
Channel 10 is connecting to, right? So
Jones it.
192, 168, 2.187.
Just I'm gonna ping Nexus as well. I mean thing as well. Yeah, I can.
These are the zones which are active in my database. There is an issue with the zoning. You will see that issue here. if I say so,
like the storage or UCS and stuff.
Status. This is all the status you can get about the zones. Okay. Yeah, this is all we have for the verification. And if you see any kind of issue, then that's a different way of doing for different troubleshooting different issues. But yeah, this is what we have in the
I mean, copy and paste your password for that or something.
devices. So we have fully migrated. So CDP neighbor, everything is fully migrated. There is no issue at all. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And similar kind of videos or the activities or the learning will be.
Yeah, what is the password on
and
this
will be
bloody
shared with
Nexus
you.
now? On the old one?
Yep.
I thought the kill
Thanks
bill
for
was
watching.
worked like in LRH, right?